All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Adventures in Old Code, Episode 6. Today I've got a treat for you. Oh boy, do I have a treat for you. First, I want to show you this. This is probably my absolute most favorite board game ever growing up. And I still really enjoy it a lot. Stock Ticker. It's a wonderful game. Anyway, inspired by Stock Ticker, I thought that I could make Stock Ticker in QBasic, and I quickly discovered that my capabilities aren't so great. But I made what I thought was something pretty cool anyway. So it's time to take a dive into Stock Simulator version 1.0. Usually I like to be surprised at how these things end up, and because I forget how they worked or what they did, but not this time. Stock Simulator even gets its own directory. As you can see, there's a few different versions, and we'll go through them all, obviously not in order because I worked on Stock Simulator for many different iterations. But in October 1998, I created the first one, the Stock Simulator. So let's just run it, we'll peruse it, we'll have fun with it, and if there's time, we'll go through the code. Stock Simulator, version 1.0, a simulation by Joey A. Davis. Copyright 1998. Press any key to continue. Welcome to the Stock Simulator version 1.0. Author and genius Joey Davis spent about 30 minutes writing this program. It is a wonderful simulator of the real-life fake stock market. It shows people just how unstable the stock market really is, while including seconds of great fun. It actually displays the current champion and how many turns it has been that the number one stock. Note, this number is in total, not in a row. I'll bet your appetites are whetted right now. So look at that. We've got lots of things happening. Our 6 stocks, Duff Beer, a lovely reference to The Simpsons, cigarettes, crack, submachine guns, forged paintings, and dance techno music. These are your 6 stocks. In the actual Stock Ticker game, you have 6 stocks as well. And my strategy, perhaps not the best strategy, whenever playing Stock Ticker, the board game, was to always invest all my money in silver and just see what happens. And so here you have it. This is actually running a long time. There is an end to this program, and I don't think running it will. It should end at some point, but you can see the different values. Duff Beer is clearly on top. Current champion is displayed as Duff Beer. Total on top. So this is the total number of turns Duff Beer has been on top, and it's a clear runner, running away from all the other stocks. This is actually lasting a long time. You can see my beautiful text graphics, stock information going into the computer, and then the lovely logo, all made out of ASCII characters. So this is great. Okay, let's see if I can stop this. This one. Having that same issue. Sometimes it works and other times it doesn't. I have to just kill it. Okay, bear with me. Let's try this again. I don't recall it actually lasting so long. And when I talk about lasting so long, let's see if we can do this. Stock simulator. Okay, we've seen that. Is it going to end? Better not leave too much silence on this video, or else I'm going to get terrible comments. You can see the current champion is changing. So what the intention of this program was to have these random values go up and down, and the game actually stops. It does stop, and unfortunately I think we're going to get into another scenario where it won't stop. The game stops when only one value is left positive. And then the game is over. So this isn't going to work. This is not going to end. Perhaps we shouldn't do that anymore. Okay, so that's the stock simulator version 1.0. I wish I could get into a scenario where it ended for you, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Coupled with the fact that I can't exit out of these programs prematurely. I'm scared to run it anymore. Anyway, let us peruse this code. Okay, so we have a lot of subroutines. 5, 10, 20, into dot, winner, start instructions, computer logo, time dot, and stock pick. This was my first extremely complex program, so we'll go through it piece by piece and see what we get. I also have a bunch of variables. Dim shared, pause 1, pause 2, pause 3, pause 4, pause 5, pause 6 as single. My computer science teacher promised us that there were going to be these magic things called arrays that he was going to teach us in the beginning weeks of December that year. And this being October, I didn't know what arrays were, but clearly arrays would have helped this program immensely. Okay, dim shared ran 2, ran 3 as double. I'm going to guess those are 3 random numbers. Inta is another single floating point number. Not sure what that is. Okay, we've got duff beer, cigarettes, cracks, subguns, paintings, and dance as single. These are the values of each stock, I'm guessing. And the fact that it's dim shared, it means all of these variables are global variables. So any subroutine has access at any given time to any of these. Dim shared time, duff win, sig win, crack win, sub win, paint win, dance win as single. So that's curious. I'm not sure what those are. Okay, Defner X, our random number generator, as always. Interesting. Okay, so the pause 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are the actual values of each stock, and I'm putting them all at 100, which, similar to Stock Ticker the board game, this is par. That's where they all start off. Duff, beer, cigarettes, crack, subguns, paintings, dance, all are 0. I'm not sure what these variables are. And then the duff win, all the win variables as well. Perhaps that's how long they've been at the top. Okay. And we begin. Start. What does start do? Ooh. There's supposed to be a break between the stock and the simulator. Stock. Oh no! I forgot. Okay, so clearly there was a break there at some time. And I am really going to write a script for this at some point, because we don't want to see me type this ever again. I just went into the wrong one. See, this is what I get for not practicing anything beforehand. Okay, so we've done that. We've gone to start, stock, simulator, do some prints, locate 2210, we've seen that before, print, press any key to continue, and the do loop until in key string. Wait until a button is pressed. Okay, the next thing we are going to do is instructions. I believe instructions, again, just a message, and press any key to continue. Not a whole lot of things going on there. Clear the screen, and then do computer. What does computer do? Oh, right, because of the stock simulator message, each character was a different color. So I had to locate on the screen this position, change to color 9, type an S, change to color 2, type a T, and all through that. This is making the multicolor stock information. Here's the arrows, and here's my, oh yes, printing the word stocks on the computer monitor and the keys. Okay, so that prints that beautiful graphic of the computer. I'm guessing the logo, prints that, prints the logo, perfect. Locate 2410, 24.1, and do. Keep doing this. Randomize timer. Okay, we randomize the timer. First random number is between 1 and 2. Second is between 1 and 3. The third random number is between 1 and 6. This, I'm guessing, simulates the 3 different dice in Stock Ticker. In Stock Ticker, you have 3 different values, 5, 10, and 20. That's one dice. So I think that is this. This is the 5, 10, and 20. This would be which stock is going up or down. And curious, I think in, oh, of course, in regular Stock Ticker, the third dice has up, down, and dividends when you actually get your dividends from your stocks. But Stock Simulator version 1.0 has no such concept of a dividend. It was just up or down. So this is just up and down. So that is simulating rolling 3 dice. This INTA dot is curious. I'm not quite sure. If RAN equals 1, then INTA equals -1. If RAN equals 2, then INTA equals 1. Okay. So I'm guessing this is down. If you roll down, then set this INTA value to -1. And if you rolled a 2, set the INTA value to 1. And that, because it's called INTA, the variable, and because it's a global variable, I couldn't have the subroutine named INTA as well. And like in previous programs, there we go. How to solve that problem? Don't add more letters to the name, just put a dot. That's a tip, kids. Write it down. Okay, INTA sets the INTA value. Okay, so that's -1 or 1. Now 5, I have a subroutine for Yes. Wow. Okay, so into... Oh, man. My head hurts. My head hurts. When you are 16 years old and you're just... Efficiency, elegance is just not an issue. Just get it done. Get it done no matter which way you need to. The first way that pops into your head. Okay, so into is -1 or 1. Ran 2 was my value. 5, 5, 10, or 20. So clearly, if your ran 2 was equal to 1, that means you rolled 5. And I have an entire subroutine devoted to 5. Oh my word. Yeah, in all of these if statements, ran 2. Oh. So if you rolled a 5 and you rolled stock 1, then increase the stock 1's value, add 5 times into. Now remember, into was -1 or 1. So if it was -1, that is, you rolled down, then you multiply 5 by -1. Adding the negative decreases the value. So at least I made that efficient and elegant. But clearly, oh yeah, wow. So if, oh man, if you rolled a 5 and you rolled stock 2, then modify the value of stock 5 and you just keep going. You keep going. Wow. And then do all your 10s. Whoops. If you rolled 10, every single one of them. Wow, that's hilarious. And that's not even the infamous line in this program. Oh, it's coming up. Time equals time plus 1. So this was a way of keeping track of the turns, displaying how many turns the stock was the current champion. Color 15 is nice bright white. If time equals 10, then do time dot. And what does time dot do? So every 10 turns I'm updating the screen. So if pause 1 equals 100, then print duff beer equals par. So I wanted to not display 100, display par, just like on the stock ticker board. Otherwise, if you're not at 100, actually print using, we've seen that before, print using and then print the value. Nicely formatted. And again, keep on keeping on with all 6 of them. If you're at 100, print par, else print your actual value. Okay, print total on top. If pause 1 is greater than pause 2, and pause 1 is greater than pause 3, and pause 1 is greater than pause 4, and pause 1 is greater than pause 5, oh, I wonder what's next. And pause 1 is greater than pause 6, then, wow. Print the current champion equals duff beer. Duff win equals duff win plus 1. So the win variables are indeed the number of times they've been champion. And then print duff win for the current champion status. Basically, if pause 1 is greater than all the other ones, do the duff beer things. Else if, oh, this is mind-numbing. And this isn't even the infamous line. Else if pause 2 is greater than pause 1, and pause 2 is greater than pause 3, and keep going. So in like manner, just check which one is the biggest. every 10 turns, and then time equals 0. And loop until, here it is. Now, I wanted to keep doing this until the first stock was greater than 0 and anything was less than 0. Or the second stock was greater than 0 and everything else was less than 0. Or the third stock was greater than 0 and everything else was less than 0. Or the fourth stock was greater than 0 and everything else was less than 0, and so on. Clearly, I didn't know what I was doing, and this was the first way to pop into my head. I actually explicitly checked everything. That's amazing. Or pause 1 is less than 0, and pause 2 is less than 0, and pause 3 is less than 0, and pause 4 is less than 0, and pause 5 is less than 0, and pause 6 is less than 0. So that is the infamous line. And back then I didn't know you could actually do these underscores and break this up into many different lines. Basically, if you write a line like this today, you're fired. But no one was employing me. Just me. This is hilarious. And I wish I could have been surprised at this particular line, because that would have been for some awesome moments caught on camera. But yeah, I knew about this. I've known about this for decades. All right. Locate 1, 1. And when it's all said and done, do winner. Basically the same if statements, only if you picked Duff beer did you come out on top. If forged paintings won, only if you picked forged paintings did you come out on top. And so on and so forth. And I'll run this one more time to see if we can't get this to stop. Winner. Press any key to continue, wait for the key input, and then run G:\\QBasic Stock10.bas. And this is probably why the modified date of the file shows year 2000, whereas the actual date on the file is up here. It says October 1998, because this is a series of Anyway, we'll get to why I'm running this other program at the end of it. But anyway, that is Stock Simulator version 1.0. Thanks for slugging it out with me. This was This was a monumental undertaking, even though I say I only wrote it in 30 minutes. This defined a lot of what I did after the fact, and Stock Simulator became something that I had a lot of fun with. But this is the initial first. Oh, you can't. Okay. Apparently you won't let me do that. Maybe that's only Visual Basic that lets you do that. Okay, let's try running this and see if we can't get it to end. Come on. Oh, it's not going to end. Okay, well, you'll have to believe me that it ends. It actually does. All right, thanks for for sitting in on this episode of Adventures in Old Code. We'll have more for you next time. Have a nice day.